Hello guys and welcome back to another podcast. Jem, I'm gonna kill you.
Hello, what?
Right, at least you're talking this time. You might be pulling stupid faces, but at least you're talking this time. We're trying to actually record.
Right, I was trying to do an art form that has never been done.
Because you can't do a silent podcast.
A podcast through the art of mime.
I'm gonna kill her, guys. If it's in the news that I've been arrested because of murder, I killed her.
Robert's been doing my head in all day. And now he's getting some of it back, he can't take it.
Anyway, today I want to talk about horror anime. Because...
Anime.
We're not doing this again.
Horname.
We're not doing this again.
Go on then, come
on. Because as much as I don't think you've watched that many horror anime that you think that you've watched, but actually you probably know more than you actually think you know.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Actually Tokyo Ghoul is actually on the list of stuff that I've found online.
Is it the top answer?
No, it is number 8.
Oh shit.
Have
we watched the top answer?
I have, you haven't. I feel like you should though.
Is Shiki on there?
I don't know, it should be. It's not in the top 8 either way. Oh, it's number 9. Spoiler alert. Anyway, let's crack on with it. We'll get on with Tokyo Ghoul in a bit. Tokyo Ghoul. Anyway, top of this list that they've got anyway is Another, which I don't know if I ever showed you the trailer for it. Either way, Another...
I recognise that name. I can't tell you what it's about though.
It's absolutely fantastic. The death scenes are crazy.
Yeah, but what's it about?
About a guy that moves into a school and then there's an odd number of people in the class, so they keep ignoring someone because they think the school is cursed, and then people start dying, and it's weird, but once you've seen someone getting stabbed through the face, yes,
knew it.
Once you've seen someone getting stabbed through the face with an umbrella as they fall down the stairs, it's weirdly creative and weirdly satisfying watching someone die in weird, stupid ways that you'd never expect to see.
Unexpected ways.
Yes.
It's like when I played one of the new Tomb Raider games and I've really ballsed up a quick time event and it took her head off with a branch in a running river. I really didn't see it coming. I've never forgot that. Traumatised me. Laura's never died that graphically before.
But either way, you're not like a real big fan of horror stuff, are you? But I feel like it's one that you kind of need to see.
It's something I'm coming round to a bit more.
I suppose in anime it's different to watching like Paranormal Activity as like a live action.
Oh, I won't watch that crap now.
I feel like anime is different.
If it's potentially believable it could happen,
yeah,
I can't watch it.
Is it believable that a school could be cursed, you could fall down the stairs and get stabbed through the face with an umbrella?
No, because it's a cartoon.
Fair. You see, that's the difference I have with horror anime to horror TV and film.
Well, it's like I find horror video games much scarier than horror films. Because it's the immersion.
Yeah.
And I think that is even less immersive because it's cartoon.
Definitely. I think I'd watch any anime horror just because it's cartoon for that reason.
Well, yeah, like Elfen Lied there is number 2.
Yeah, Elfen Lied.
I don't think that was scary. I just think it was quite graphic.
It was definitely gory, to say the least.
I don't think I've seen an anime that I've found scary.
But just to backtrack a bit, Another is one for the fans that obviously are watching this because you're looking for new animes to watch as a horror genre. Definitely I'd say Another, guaranteed. Elfen Lied, maybe?
I really enjoyed it, although it's that long ago now. I'm kind of finding it hard to remember everything, but I think it was kind of interesting learning about her. I can't remember her name. I want to call her Elfin, but I know that's not her name. I can't remember what it is.
She had 2 names, didn't she?
Yeah, because she had 2 different, like...
Yeah.
Personalities.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what her name is off the top of my head either.
Long time ago, it was over 2 years ago we watched it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind re-watching it.
See, I wasn't that fussed about it.
was like, I'm not that fussed about Monster, but I'm sticking it out. Gonna have a whole podcast on that shit.
Yeah, once we finish Monster, we can get onto that one. Anyway, number 3 on the list, When They Cry.
Not heard of it.
I think you saw me watching it when we was back at the old house, when I was at my grandma's.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Basically, every 4 episodes, it's a resetting timeline.
Oh, right, yeah, that rings a vague bell.
And it is seriously messed up. But if obviously every few episodes is a different story, and you never really know who the killer is. It's really interesting to watch, actually. I'd definitely give it a shout out. One that's worth watching. Number 4 on the list, Corpse Party.
Knew that'd be on there.
You've not seen the anime, but you've seen the game, and I'm the other way around. I've watched the anime, but not really played the game.
So we both know the story, though, and what happens.
Because
I think they're probably exactly the same.
I think Corpse Party, the game would have been better for playing. Obviously, you're fully immersive. There's more to do.
It's 8-bit though, so it is hard, but you still do get immersed into it.
With the anime, it was only 4 episodes long, which I don't think they could have done anything more than that realistic with the story. But in the same way, I don't know. It was just, don't get me wrong, some of the deaths were graphic.
Even in 8-bit, they were graphic.
But I don't know, there was just something like, it was just a copy. I assume it's really old, like, so I suppose other things copied that, but it felt like it was copying a lot of things. Just like, what shall we do? Lots of people, gory deaths, get to the end.
The game, I didn't play it, but I watched PewDiePie play through the whole thing, and I really enjoyed those videos. I mean, it could just be because it was PewDiePie, but I mean, even if you like a YouTuber, if they're playing a game that sucks, you're not going to want to watch it. Like Yugscast, Shin keeps playing Stardew Valley. No, it's boring to watch. It's good to play. You lose like 10 hours of your life, but watching someone do it is not fun.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like watching someone play The Sims. So I did enjoy the Corpse Party videos a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch the anime, it's 4 episodes long. I think like half an hour an episode, so it's not going to take you long to watch it at all. It isn't dubbed; it's only in subs. So, I mean, that's one downside to it if you're looking for dubbed anime. But other than that, it'll pass.
It's not long though, is it? I think subbed is easier if it's not a big long series.
No, I mean, it'll pass a couple of hours of your time.
Because for me, when it's subbed, you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Because you're just constantly having to read.
You've got to read it.
So that's what puts me off subbed sometimes. But I think Corpse Party is short enough that you could...
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like Dragon Ball. I was fine with that because you're just getting one released every so often. But I don't think I could binge watch it subbed.
No, maybe not. On this list as well, you got Future Diaries. Heard of it, never watched it, can't comment on it.
Never heard of it.
Parasite.
You've watched this.
I watched half of the first season and then forgot I was watching it and never went back to it.
Oh my god. I watched season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul, started season 2, and I just forgot and just have not picked it up again.
I don't know why it's a thing that we keep doing, actually.
Season 1, I loved it. I loved Tokyo Ghoul. And then just season 2, for some reason, I just didn't get that whipped in like a gin as well.
Yeah, we
loved season 1. Season 2 just couldn't get vibing with it. It's like, don't know why that happened.
I don't know why, but I definitely recommend Parasite. Because from where I can see that it's only going to keep getting better as well with the story. So I don't know why I didn't continue with it. I just kind of... I think it's because I wasn't watching it with you. We've not got someone else to keep going. We're watching this today. So you just kind of like, can you... I gave up with it. But yeah, I definitely recommend it for a good watch. Hellsing, have heard about it. Keep hearing lots and lots
like Van Helsing?
I don't really know whether it's actually... I think it's technically based on that, but he's a vampire that kills everything ever.
Oh.
I think. So, I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell you much about Hellsing, and I'm sure people on the YouTube side of it will drop comments down telling me how wrong I am about that.
It's like Sam and Dean then? Just kill everything ever.
Oh yeah, it's a very gory, shooty sort of anime.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, I keep meaning to start it because I keep getting told how awesome it is, but never actually get round to it. Next one in Tokyo Ghoul, that's definitely a horror. Get on to the point.
That is the whole point.
Would you recommend it? Is it any good?
Absolutely, but like I said, I just haven't managed to get with season 2 yet. But season 1, I really enjoy it, and honestly, although it's gory and it's a horror, some of the stuff is beautiful. Like the way the ghouls have these, like, I can't remember what they're called, there's a name for it, but these powers that come out, and one of them is so beautiful, it looks like a big pair of wings, and it's frigging deadly, these powers, but like, it's for such a gory anime, it really is beautiful at times as well.
Yeah.
During the fight scenes, which like really screws with you. Because you're like, that's gorgeous, oh, it just killed him.
Next on the list here we've got Shiki. Now, we both watched Shiki.
Really don't remember much.
But I do remember the odd bits about it.
All I remember is a black-eyed girl with pink hair, and she was really annoying.
She was annoying, yeah, but it was basically about a doctor, wasn't it, that was trying to cure this virus, and it turns out the virus was actually vampires. And then he experimented in his wife, who became one of them. And
oh yeah, of course, yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that went on with it, and honestly, I thought it was awesome.
That was kind of hard to watch that.
Watch him experimenting in his own life.
Yeah, because there was no like compassion there when she came back at all.
No.
It's not like Walking Dead where they see one of their family members come back and they're reluctant to brain stab them. He just would just straight up have brain stabbed her.
But I think it's because there was an outbreak of something. He had absolutely no idea what it was, no idea how to stop it, how to cure it.
I think he had to switch from an emotional standpoint to a scientific one.
Well, he was a doctor, wasn't he? So he needed to figure out what was going on and how to cure it.
Yeah, but can't you see Tenma just like torturing his wife?
No, because he's got a heart. He's a good guy. He's not Johan. Jesus Christ.
Johan is...
deranged.
I haven't made my mind up. Deranged, yes, but...
Dead Man Wonderland, would you call it a horror?
I will be your dead man. It has a banging theme tune.
And you just said I'll be your dead man, but it's actually Wonderland was the word you was looking for. I'll be your Wonderland.
No, it's I'll be your dead man stuck in this Wonderland.
Yeah. I'm wrong, actually. I'll have that one.
Don't you correct me.
Either way, getting away from the theme song.
Theme tune.
I don't know whether I'd call it a horror.
I would. They're trapping people in this prison, making them fight to the death. They have that public, like, obstacle course that murders them. And people very rarely get to the end. The only reason the main guy survives is because of the crazy white chick.
When you put it like that, it sounds very much like Saw.
Yeah, it's like they've got all these people in like an asylum or something, and they're making them fight to the death for sport. It's basically Spartacus.
Hey, Spartacus was an epic TV show.
And like, it's dark with her in that basement and her dad and stuff. There's some really messed up stuff in there.
I would recommend the manga. I don't know whether I'd recommend the anime.
The anime, I think they ballsed up because they can't go anywhere with it now, and it's a real shame. So I actually would like to read the anime because I really enjoyed it.
See, I thought it was a bit weak.
Well, I have the first of the animes actually.
Manga.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, manga.
I thought it was a bit weak, really. But
yeah, you really weren't a fan, but I really enjoyed it.
Attack on Titan, wouldn't call it a horror, would call it gory.
That is the only anime I wouldn't watch. Episode 1, it didn't scare me. I've mentioned it before, I can't explain it. There was this weird, like, guttural, gross response that I had. And I don't like looking at the Titans. I do not like seeing them.
But it's not, you wouldn't call it horror though, would you? It's just...
Graphic,
yeah.
Yeah.
You could say the same about Walking Dead though, and it's not a horror.
Walking Dead though, to be fair, when I first started watching that, it did used to scare me quite a lot. But now we're that far into it, you get desensitised.
Yeah.
Because I used to watch it at uni with Lois, and we'd both sit in my bedroom, in my bed, and watch Walking Dead. And then we'd both be that scared that we both would just stay in the same room that night, because we didn't want to go back to, like, separate bedrooms.
Jesus Christ. High School of the Dead, we've both heard of it, we're both wanting to watch it.
Isn't this that one that's a bit hentai?
I don't think so.
Or is that a different
High
one?
School DxD in it or something like that.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think there's very horror.
I've seen it and I have said that I'd like to watch it, but we haven't yet.
So yeah, with nothing we can say about it. Ghost Hunt.
No clue.
Probably not one that I'd put in my top 10, but I don't know. Definitely one that I'd say is worth a watch, just because it's so different in the anime side of it. It's basically about a bunch of different people that have come together hunting ghosts. So you've got like a medium, and then you've got like a paranormal expert, and you've got all these different people that have come together that are hunting down ghosts. And then it's basically like watching
saving people, hunting things, the family business.
No, it's kind of like watching a Sam and Colby video or something, where it's like, oh, let's just go into this abandoned building that's a little bit haunted, nothing will happen, and then everything happens, and you're like, well crap. It's strange to watch as an anime, but
is Yvette Fielding in it?
No, but it's definitely cool. In fact, that's exactly what it feels like you're watching.
Most Haunted.
It feels like you're watching Most Haunted. It's basically like an anime Most Haunted. So if you want to see something like that, definitely give Ghost Hunt a watch. This is where the list gets a bit different here, because you got number 14, Death Note. Definitely not a horror.
I get why it's there though.
But it's 110% worth a watch. Hellgirl, heard of it, can't comment. Same for Blood Plus, Berserk, Blood Sea, Paranoia Agent. They're all ones that I can't really comment on, but I've heard of. And a lot of people are like saying how good they are. Monster, definitely wouldn't call it a horror. The only thing that's horror about it is Johan.
It's more of I would categorise it more as thriller than horror.
Thriller, yeah, it's definitely thriller, but
not that I'm thrilled and bored to tears, but still.
There's something wrong with you. I'd recommend it. Gemma probably wouldn't, but
I am finishing it though.
Yeah. Danganronpa again. I hear lots about it. Can't comment.
Yeah, it keeps popping up on Netflix quite a lot.
Same for Gantz. That keeps popping up on Netflix, but can't tell you.
Gantz.
Can't tell you nothing about it. Jin's on this list.
Nah, I don't think that should be on there. I mean, I get why it's creepy, I guess, but
for some reason, When They Cry is on it for a second time. Oh, it's because of each story arc, I bet, isn't it? They'll put it on for each story arc, which is just stupid. Terror and Resonance, again, that's thriller, not horror, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of more like a criminal drama. It's not...
Definitely worth a watch, don't get me wrong. Oh,
I wouldn't say it was a horror though.
Oh, Psycho-Pass. You watched the first episode. We watched the first episode, didn't we?
I watched like the first two.
I watched the first episode and wasn't into it because it was bizarre and weird and out there, and I don't know. I wasn't that fussed about it.
I was into it, but because you weren't, I just never carried on with it. But I do very much like the concept behind it, and that it's kind of crazy though that if your score hits over a certain level, that's it. They just kill you.
Yeah.
It's insane. So I think it. I think with a lot of these, the same thing. It's very dark. Whether I would class it as horror, I don't know.
Yeah, same thing. Fate Zero, or any of the Fate series, I can't comment on, but I keep wanting to watch them. Like Fate Stay, one of the Fate Stays is on Netflix as well. I keep really wanting to watch it, but I never actually get round to it. One that I started the other day because I keep getting told that it's like Terror Resonance and all them is Steins Gate. I watched the first half of an episode the other day, and was like, "This is awesome," and then fell asleep.
Not that awesome.
No, it was. It was. It was really, really captivatingly good. But I was at work at 5 a.m. and I passed out because I was that tired. Why the bloody hell Full Metal Alchemist is on this list, I've got no idea.
Well, it's like I said before with all the eyes and the sins and stuff. It's kind of creepy and a bit gross, I guess, but it's not scary.
Worth a watch, and definitely not a horror. Black Butler, not a horror.
No, not even close to being a horror.
It's
almost
comedy.
like a friggin' soap opera.
It's close. I mean, don't get me wrong. Episode 1, where he's throwing a person in the oven, is horror related, but it's done in such a way that it's comedy.
Yeah, no, I don't think Black Butler's even remotely horror.
Code Geass, keep wanting to watch it. Not got around to it yet. Keep hearing great things about it. Devilman Crybaby. I really, really, really want to watch that. It's on Netflix as the new Netflix original series, and it looks awesome. I haven't got around to it yet. Akamega Kill.
Yeah, I guess it's gory.
Yeah.
But again, not.
I won't say you've you've read enough of the manga, haven't you?
About the first 3 of the manga, but
worth a watch.
Yeah, I want to watch it myself as well. It's a really good. Oh, yeah. What's up your days? Yeah, it's a really good manga.
Soul Eater. That's another one that keeps popping up. Not got round to it. High Score DxD, I don't know why that's coming up as a horror, because that's not a horror, that's a porn.
Maybe it's tentacle porn.
Vampire Knight.
No! It's like Twilight.
Not a horror.
It's like a vampire chick flick, that's why I like it.
That's everything that was on that list
it's
that I was reading.
It's almost like anything that they class as horror, it just has some kind of supernatural beast in it. But it's not. Like 90% of those are not horror at all.
Yeah, but there's definitely some good ones on there worth a watch. Like you pointed out, Tokyo Ghoul, definitely worth a watch. Another is absolutely amazing, guys. Check it out.
You just watch Tokyo Ghoul and Dead Man Wonderland for the song, honestly.
Dead Man Wonderland, yeah. You said to check it out. I mean, I'd say read the manga personally.
I plan to. I would like to.
For his better story. Corpse Party, again we mentioned, if you're looking for something quick to binge and flick through, worth a try.
But I would recommend watching PewDiePie's playthrough of the game, because I found that a lot more enjoyable. Elfenlied,
again I wasn't super fussed about it, but definitely worth at least trying out. Same goes for Ghost Hunt. What are you doing?
I was trying to see where Dead Man Wonderland was.
It's right there.
Oh. I turned the wrong way.
It's here. Right, here. Not spons.
For a second there I thought you'd just put all your mangas on the top shelf and mine were just shoved somewhere else.
No.
That's why I kept looking, because I thought you'd been a dick.
No. Anyway, there you go, guys. So I think that's been it for this week's podcast. If you're looking for something horror-based, lots and lots of options available for you. There's some really good stuff out there, actually.
Yeah, but I don't know whether I feel like they're horror in the sense that they're going to scare you.
I don't know. Another's definitely up there, and so is When They Cry, actually. When They Cry is messed up. Seriously, seriously messed up. But anyway, that has been it for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you next week with another awesome podcast.